If you have a coffee maker in your detailing trailer and you can prove it before this video is posted, send me an email and a picture, okay? Welcome to video 9. I promise. There's this one, and there's video 10, and then we're done, okay? Yeah, I'll save video 10 for video 10. If you don't know why you're here, go back to video number 1, okay? Just do yourself a favor, start at the beginning. You'll eventually get here, okay? In this video, we're going to do the electrical side. Yeah, let's just get to it. This should be a good start. As far as power goes, there's two ways to power everything. Generator and plugging it in on the outside. On the outside, there's a plug. Plug it in. Right there. We'll start on this side. Well, yeah. It really doesn't matter. Either way, depending on, you start the generator, you plug it in, both power sources go into transfer boxes, okay? Auto transfer switches. What these do is it's basically a fancy relay. They're mostly used for RVs, motorhomes, stuff like that. So you can just plug in to a power source and you can run a generator and it just switches back and forth automatically. In theory, you can be plugged in and you can start the generator and it'll automatically switch from one way to the other. How this is wired up, when the generator is on, it switches these on. So, like I said, in theory, you could start the generator while it's plugged in and you won't let any of the magic smoke out of these boxes. I haven't tried it, but in theory, that's how they work. Before I start the generator, I always unplug it, or I'm usually not plugged in if I'm starting the... Those two switches, each one powers a plug strip. I think that's everything for the 120 side. Off each plug strip, I've really tried to evenly distribute the power the best I can. What I mean by that is each vacuum runs off its own plug strip. The extractor is off one side or the other. It's off just one side. I don't know if it's A or B, but it is off just one side. Actually, let me go double check on that quick. But I have one. Yeah, so the extractor is on its own transfer switch, because I'm a gangster. I have 3 of them in there. I thought I only had 2, because I'm a gangster. That one's kind of hidden. Not like a lot of stuff in there isn't. But yes, there are 3 transfer switches in there. One is for plug strip A, one is for plug strip B, one is for the extractor. Basically, because each vacuum, right? So off either plug strip, right, I've got my accessories, like this is all my chargers. These boxes are for my remote, my 3-button remote. Obviously each vacuum, and the other one does the LED lights, but it's the strip that goes around the one side of the wall. And that's it, okay? Oh, plug strip B, coffee maker. Can't forget, got a coffee maker in my trailer, which I'm willing to bet I'm the only dude that's got one. If you have a coffee maker in your detailing trailer and you can prove it before this video is posted, send me an email and a picture, okay? But can't forget, that's totally it for the 120 volt side. So with the battery, we have just a trickle charger. The generator has its own battery inside. With my old generator, I ran the battery off of everything. I recommend having a separate battery for your generator if it's electric start. That way, if you leave the lights on or something dumb like that, right? You don't have to go out there and pull start your generator because your battery's dead. So, yeah, keep your battery in your generator, run everything else off this battery. So, off this battery, I obviously have my trickle charger, off the battery in the trailer, ceiling lights are ran off of it, security camera, because I'm a gangster. The USB chargers for like my phone, scan grips, stuff like that, those are ran off this battery. Water pumps are ran off that battery, and the electric start for the air compressor. And all these circuits, there's nothing special to them, right? There was once a time when I had my buckets autofill and everything, I had a bunch of timers, a bunch of relays, all sorts of just nonsense in there. It worked, right? It worked awesome. But yeah, you don't need all that stuff. So that's it for the battery side. Pretty straightforward, very simple, single connections. That's it. It's the 120 volt side that gets a little fun. But the tip is those transfer switches. Those will be down in the description, and my remote will be in the description too. That thing's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Let's go out there, let's check it out. From keeping the image from being washed out, I need to keep the door shut. So right here underneath, here's one of those transfer switches right here. Let me get some light. There we go. So there's one of the transfer switches right there. The other two are up here. Just kind of hanging out up top. Like I said, one of those goes up to the extractor. The other two feed these two power strips right here. Various things are plugged into them. I could go through and unplug the things, right? But my chargers are plugged into them. These are my remotes. And more chargers. The trickle charger is actually... The trickle charger's right there. Okay. So I mean, it plugs in right there too. And all this is super easily accessible. Like I said, the cooler sits just perfectly in here, and it leaves you a little bit of space to set things right here behind it. Here's the remote as well. Kind of demonstrate it. So you push it and it turns on. Or you can go and physically push it as well. It's nice because you're not always relying on a remote, right? If it does hit the fan, you can go over there and physically click and push it. So that is the 120 volt side right there. Pretty straightforward. And once you see it, right, that's a little better. The battery itself's underneath here, okay? All of its power, everything is stashed in that box. Everything feeds out towards the back, depending on where it goes. Switch for the pumps is right here. Flip it, pumps turn on. The water tank's empty right now, right? I would kick it on. Security cameras right there, pretty neat. Light switch is right here. It's right in the doorway, right as you walk in. Again, chargers, different places. And that's basically it, okay?